What's up, guys? Tim Little. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today's video, we're up north. We left the state of Tennessee, went up north to chase some big smallmouth. Should be a good one. Let's go. All right, guys, so like I said in the intro, we left the state of Tennessee, we left Chickamauga, we're up north, colder weather, pre-spawn conditions. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's really windy today, so who knows what the conditions will bring, but usually with wind and bad weather, the big ones like to chomp. So fingers crossed the big ones eat today. But again, changing it up, going for some brown fish. Here we go. Nice one. Finesse tube. Another nice one on that finesse tube. Guys, I'm just running along. I mean, I'm just fell out. I'm just trying to stay off of the main body in the wind. It's crazy. But almost lost my hat a few times. Let's see what this one is. These smallmouth. Nope. It's 4-pounder. Thanks, dude. But yeah, I'm just kind of running along this rock point out here, fishing just kind of that color line, just throwing a spark shad, that the dark sleeper, and that finesse tube, trying to pick off fish that are staged along this rock point, and it's working. Oh, it's a big one. Big one up on the sleeper. Oh. Okay, so look at this. No. Look at the size of this smallmouth. Dude, smoked that dark sleeper. Dang. Really pretty blonde one. I could barely see right at the boat. It looked like there was something coming. Let me get a weight on this one. What a healthy fish. You guys see that? Beautiful fish. Thanks, girl. Man, between that finesse jig and the dark sleeper, caught some really nice fish. Again, we got that one locked in at 507. Giant. That's a big one. Just look at the size of this one. This one's even bigger. Oh. Dude, look at the size of that smallmouth. I'll put this in the live well and get a weight on it. Jumbo. All right, guys. Sorry I couldn't really talk after I caught that big one. Had a boat run right over to me and I guess saw me catch it. Won't know how big it was. But guys, I apologize for the wind. I'll do some talking later. But basically, just throwing that dark sleeper, the spark shad, finesse jig. I'm trying to block the mic here, guys, so you can hear. But the wind's blowing. It's white cap out here. It's probably blowing 15 to 20 sustained, so it's hard to really talk. But so far, great day. Got 3 fish, 4. We got a 4.3, a 5.7, 5.07, and a 6.10. 6-pound smallmouth is awesome. 5-pound smallmouth is awesome. So far for 3 fish, we have 16.05, so not a bad average, but basically just fishing hard bottom, looking for, I was trying to fish areas out of the wind, but now I'm gonna Gonna go explore some more and see if we can find some more transition stuff to for these pre-spawn big females. Another jumbo, guys. Look at it right there. Yeah, guys, sorry about the wind. Hit that little spark shad on the guppy. Again, up north, completely different weather than down there in Tennessee. But digging the sweatshirt, digging the sweats, liking the cooler weather. Just, the wind is just brutal. Lost that one. It was a nice one. It was like another 3.5, 4 pounder on the sleeper. Another jumbo. I got that sleeper right there. Guys, we're not catching a lot, but we are catching some quality. Another 5 pounder, guys. 5.01. Awesome. Thanks, dude. That one just munched this sleeper. 3/4 ounce, smaller profile. Just down there, just ticking it along bottom. Choked it. We have a 4.03, a 5.07, a a 5.13, a 6.10, and a 5.01. Not bad. That's why you come up north to chase smallies. Guys, look at this. Look at the size of that one. Another 6-pounder, guys. 6.06. Giant. All right, guys, another 6-pounder. $29.07 for our best 5. Ridiculous. Terrible conditions, awesome fishing. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of talking. Kind of got out of the wind. Man, windy day. So I haven't done a lot of talking, but basically what I'm doing, you know, we came up north, cooler conditions, right? High today is mid 50s, I think it's 55. Water temp is mid 50s, and I'm just looking for transition points. I'm looking for rock where it meets the mud bottom, or you know, just something a little bit different. These fish will use those edges basically like highways to get where they're going, to get to their spawning phase. And man, caught some absolute giants. We're not done yet. I'm gonna try and cull out. Our smallest fish right now is 5.01. Second smallest is 5.07. So I have 2, and I have a 5.13. So that's 3 low 5s, and then 2 6s. Got a 6.06 and a 6.10. Pretty cool, massive bag. $29.07 right now for our best 5. But what am I throwing? So that last 6-pounder, so awesome when you can say that, right? That last 6-pounder, you guys know, that dark sleeper, that just is such a staple anywhere you're fishing around smallmouth. That's a 3/4 ounce size, 3-inch size. So a smaller, compact profile, heavier weight, so I can keep it down there on bottom. And I'm just basically looking for boulders, looking for that rock edge, throwing that thing out there, and then just crawling it. Now, none of my bites on this have been like real heavy knocks. It just gets heavy, and you kind of keep reeling. It gets heavier, then you load into them, and the fish comes out, and you're like, oh geez, it's a giant. But they just choke that thing. That thing works extremely well. And then the other big one came on that Stealth Tube by XZone. You guys know that we love throwing little finesse tubes. That's that new one from XZone, that Stealth Finesse. That's a green pumpkin, blue flake. That thing caught the other 6-pounder, another massive smallmouth. I've been switching between that color and this color right here. This is it's kind of that sandy color. Again, we'll link all this stuff down below in the video description, but that has the actual XZone hook in it. That is a heavy wire hook, so you don't have to worry about bending that out. I have that paired with 10-pound fluorocarbon, but I'm just kind of switching off between the two. And then got a spy bait tied on. Haven't had anything on that, but I did catch some on that guy right there, a little guppy head with the little spark shad. That's kind of been my 1, 2, 3 punch. The finesse tube, that stealth finesse tube, the dark sleeper, and that little spark shad have really been the contributors to that big limit. But again, got 3 low fives, 5.07, 5.1, 5.01. Gonna see if we can cull one of those out, maybe 2 of them out. But again, the weather is just getting, it's cold, it's windy. But if you guys can get out in these conditions, these colder conditions, again, we're up north, so it's a lot different than down south in Florida and out west. But again, these fisheries up here, they're just a couple months behind. But all in all, a great day. Let's go see if we can pull out at least one of those guys, and if not, heck, I'm good with a 29-pound bag of smallmouth, guys. So guys, when I'm fishing this tube, basically, again, it's a small profile. It mimics a sculpin, a goby extremely well. Basically, fire it out there, let it hit bottom, and then it's just kind of a pop, pop, and then a drag, pop, pop. Again, I'm not hopping it too high off the bottom. I'm keeping it somewhat close to bottom. If you ever watched a goby, oh, I got snagged. I thought I had one. If you ever watch a goby, they don't venture too far off of bottom, so you just want to kind of get it out there and then really kind of just work it along bottom, and that's how I'm getting my bites. Got another nice one on the hair jig. Heavy, guys, it might help. Got to be very careful. 5-pound line, hair jig. Another nice one. Let's see if this one will help. Helps a little bit. Thanks, dude. Go ahead and add this one. And then that one culled out the 5-1. See if we can break that 30. Crazy, crazy. All right, guys. I'm new to this scale. I've been using that, this guy right here. For a decade. I'm sitting there doing the math. And I'm like, how do I have 3 low 5s and 29 pounds? Like, I have to have a 6-pound average to break 30 pounds. And then I realized this is ounces. It's just doing half ounces as well. So a 5.07 is 5 pounds, 7 ounces, almost a 5.5 pounder. 5.8, 5.5 pounder. I have a 5.13.5. So I'm like, so I have a, right now I have a 5 pound 7 ounce, 5 pound 8 ounce, 5 pound 13.5 ounce, 6 pound 6 ounce, 6.5 ounce, and a 6.10.5 ounce. I'm 29 pounds 14 ounces and a half ounce. So 29 14.5 ounces. So I need like 2 ounces to break 30 pounds. So I need basically a 5.8 or 5.8, 5 pound 8 ounce, 8.5 ounce. I don't even know, but right now we're at 29 14.5. So I was gonna put it on the trailer, you know, not a lot of bites, but a lot of not a lot of bites, but quality bites. But I'm so close. I'm gonna grind it out. Again, not a lot of talking today, just because the weather, all the wind, all that stuff. But basically, just looking for these hard edges, boulders, rock, that sort of stuff. These fish pull up and stage on. But yeah, I'm gonna cover some more water and see if we can get that 2 ounces or whatever. So wish me luck. Another big one. Guys, this might do it. Big, beautiful, holy cow. That's gonna do it, guys. On the whole spark shad. Look at the size of that one. Holy cow. That did it, guys. Look at that thing. All right, let's go ahead and add it. All right, so we got to clear. The smallest fish right now is 5'7". So select, wait, we got to add. Okay. That gives us 35.13 with 6 fish. So select, clear. I took that 5.7 out, added a 5.15.5. Gives us 30 pounds, 6 ounces of smallmouth. 30 pounds, 6 ounces. So we got a 5 pound 8 ounce, a 5 pound 13.5 ounce, a 5 pound 15.5 ounce, a 6 pound 6.5 ounce, and a 6 pound 10.5 ounce. Guys, I'm gonna take a photo real quick. Official. $30 pounds of smallmouth. Very, very special day. Anytime you can break 30 of smallmouth. Anytime you can break 30 anytime is amazing. Anytime you can break 30 with smallmouth, out of this world. That fish was a beautiful fish, a dark fish, one of the only dark fish I caught today. Usually means they're coming out of deep water. They haven't been in clear or shallow water very long, or they're trying to blend into the surroundings. But man, what an amazing day. I'm gonna remember this one for a long time. Again, now the wind's kind of laying down, but it's late in the afternoon, almost dinner time. But guys, we appreciate you coming along. Again, all finesse today, basic. Well, no, that's not true. All lighter line stuff. That one right there, spark shad, little guppy head. That's this bait right here, royal gill of all colors, paired up with a bait finesse setup. And then again, those other big ones came on that XZone, the Stealth series, the Stealth Tube. This guy right here had the green pumpkin blue flake, had that sand colored one, that guy right there. And then this is called 309, a really good looking goby-esque color. What else? Obviously the sleeper, can't be a sleeper on the dark sleeper. That guy right there. All-time favorites for smallmouth. Yeah, the spy bait, that duo, that spin bait 80, tied up on a bait finesse setup from Cashin and Abu. Sling that thing around a bunch, just no takers on that. And then caught a couple good ones on the hair jig. You guys know how much we love that 901 paired up 5-pound fluorocarbon on the Stella. It's not a inexpensive combo, but it is an amazing combo. Oh, and then here you go. Here's that other Stealth Finesse tube with that heavier duty hook. What an amazing day out on the lake. Guys, if you like this type of video, or you like 30 pounds of smallmouth on camera, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys on the next video.